Okay, friends. So today I'd like you to meet my friend Blake. Blake is 4 years old. She lives with her mom and her dad and her brother Ben. Her brother is a little bit older than she is. Blake really likes to play outside and dig for worms and bugs. She loves to play soccer. She loves to do arts and crafts. And Blake is coming to join us today because I told her what a great group of friends we have here in this class, and I think she would have so much fun with us. So she agreed to come and meet all my friends here. Can everybody say hi to Blake? Say good morning, Blake. Good morning. So something happened to Blake at school that made her really sad. And after the incident happened, she went home and told her mom and her dad that she didn't want to go back to school again because something that happened on the playground. What happened was they were playing in the sandbox with a group of friends, and they're building and they're playing, and Blake wanted to build a bridge in the sandbox. And she was trying to say how she thought the bridge should be built, but the words were not coming quick enough from her brain to her mouth. See, Blake has something called a developmental language disorder. And what that means is that sometimes the words don't come as easily to Blake from her mouth as they might for some of you. Some people talk with their mouths, like Mrs. Simpson does. Some people talk with their hands. Some people talk with something like this called a communication board. And a communication board has different pictures of different things that Blake might want to say. Now, on the playground, Blake may not have this because it could get lost or it could get dirty. So Blake relies a lot on her words and relies a lot on her friends to just be kind and be patient and wait to hear what she has to say. But that didn't happen in this moment. So anyway, Blake was really sad because she wanted to build this bridge, and the bridge that she wanted to build, she wanted it a certain way. And while she was trying to tell her friends how she wanted the bridge, her one friend got really impatient and didn't want to wait anymore and was like, never mind, I'll just do it myself. Think, friends. How do we think that made Blake feel in that moment? Do you think she was happy that the person was like, never mind, I'll just do it myself? Or do you think she was sad? Yeah, she was sad, friends. Give me a thumbs up if you think she was sad. Better yet, give that a thumbs down because we don't want anybody to be sad, right? We don't want anybody to be sad. But yes, Blake was very sad. So after that event, she went home and she told her parents that she did not want to come here anymore. Blake was so sad that she went off on the side and she sat on the bench all by herself. And she just looked so, so sad. What do you think we could have done in that moment? If we were there, what could we have done in that moment to help her think for a moment? How could we have helped Blake feel better? Yeah, Amelia, go ahead. Yeah, exactly. We could have gone up to Blake and said, "What's wrong? Are you okay?" Right? Good. Yeah, Harper, exactly. Maybe we could have just taken her by the hand and gone off and play. Right? Yeah, any other ideas? Yeah, Joey. Yeah, we totally could have asked her if she was okay. That would have been a really kind thing to do, is check in and see how she's doing, right? Because she looked so sad all by herself. Do we want our friends to play alone or be sad on the playground? No, no, no. Not at all. So anyway, Blake's mommy and I were talking, and we thought that she would be happy to come and visit with all of my friends here because we have a great. Oh, you had a question? Good, you can ask me a question. Oh, about her board? Yeah, her board has all these pictures on here. Oh no, not everybody has this. Just Blake has this because Blake uses this to communicate. Sometimes she can't find the words to say that she's tired. Like this one right here says that she's tired. Sometimes if you get tired and you just can't find the words, she could point and say, I'm tired. Or if she has to go to the bathroom and the words are just not coming out fast enough, she can point to the word bathroom because it has a toilet. And these little pictures, see friends, the little pictures she uses to communicate. She just points to them and she tries to say them. She'll point to the word and say bathroom. Okay? That's a good question. I didn't really say too much about her communication board. You're absolutely right. So how can we make sure that my friend Blake is having a good time here at school? What are some things that we can do? Yes, we can take her by the hand and bring her right on in to play with us. Yeah, what else? What else can we do? Oh, yes, we can share our toys with her. That is a great idea. Yep, great idea, friend. What else can we do? Anything else you can think of that we can do? Help her build the bridge. Yeah, that would have been great. What about stopping and just waiting and being patient? Do you think maybe if the friend on the playground was to just be patient for a moment and just wait and listen, that maybe he would have heard? Oh, you do, Joey? Good. Yeah. I think so. Let me tell you what happened after she went and sat on the bench and she was all sad. I think this will definitely tell you that your ideas are spot on. So a friend named Emma walked over to Blake while she was sitting on the bench, really sad, and came up and asked her what was wrong and asked her if she could help. And Blake told her, I wanted to build a bridge and I wanted it done this way. And my friends that were there were not listening to me. And they basically told me to go away. They told me, never mind, that they didn't want to hear my ideas. So Emma said, you know what? I think your ideas are great. And she took Blake by the hand and they went back over to the sandbox and they built the bridge together. Do you think that made Blake happy or sad that Emma came and talked to her? Give me a thumbs up if you think she was happy that Emma came over and talked to her. Yes, I agree. Thumbs up, right? Emma made her very happy coming over and talking to her and asking her if everything was okay and how she can help, right? Sometimes if you just listen for a second, you will hear what your friend is trying to tell you. Yeah. And let me think. What are some of the things that we could do when we go outside on the playground to maybe help Emma, to help Blake feel welcome? Blake, would you like to join us on the playground today? You would? I think that would be a great idea. What are some things that we could do on the playground together, friends? We can go down the slide together, right, Joey? Yeah. Harper? Yeah, good. We can bring her right on in on the sandbox and maybe have her show us how she built that bridge. What else can we do? Yes, we could play with the fire truck together. Absolutely. These are all really great ideas to make Blake feel welcomed and invited. What else can we do if you guys are playing together and you're all talking about what you want to do and what you want to build and Blake is trying to tell you something and maybe you're not understanding? We could use the communication board, right? Yeah, that's a really good idea. We could use the communication board. What else could we do? Yeah, no, this is just for her. This might not be on the playground when we're outside. So maybe she won't get to use the communication board. So if she doesn't have it, let's pretend she doesn't have it outside with her. What can we do to make sure that she is playing with us and everybody's playing together and having a really good time? Because I know this class is amazing and friendly and kind and that we can all work together, right? What can we do? Yes, we could just have patience and listen, right? Right? If you're not really sure what she wants to say, yes, you could ask for the board. Absolutely. Good. So do we think we can go outside and have a good time together, friends? Yes. Oh, I love those ideas. Those are great. Everybody give yourselves a round of applause for being kind and friendly. Good job. Good. Okay. Are you guys ready to go have some fun? Are you ready to join us for some fun, Blake? Good. All right, friends, here we go.